Hello, good evening. This is Scott in the Shot. Scott in the Shot, Scott the Great. How you guys doing? I've been retired a little bit. So tonight I'm just buzzing like a mother, and I'm just talking. You know what's crazy about this thing about the Ukrainian and the Russian war, people? Is Ukraine was part of the Russia hoax. That's where the Steele dossier came from. Some guy in Ukraine, whatever. But check this out. Back in 2016, here's Russia. They're all sitting over there. They're minding their own business for the most part. And Donald and our government starts talking shit about Russia, the Russia collusion after Donald Trump became president, and they're listening on TV. Our government with the fake dossier and everything. The whole thing was fake, people. They're listening to that. They're watching world news and shit, and they're seeing how our government is sitting there pointing the finger at Russia for colluding with Donald Trump to become the president of the United States. Everybody's calling them the worst names in the world. Fucking Russia trying to impeach Donald Trump, and no wonder the Russians hate us. I mean, that's what the Democratic Party's doing behind our back. Now it's out in the open now. But I mean, isn't that kind of crazy when you think about it? But you know what? I read a lot of articles, people, where America's trying to set up house over there over in Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? We want that to be our backyard. We're putting in CIA stations over there. All kinds of stuff. From what I heard Fauci had it had some type of fucking experimental fucking bullshit going on there, like it had in the Wuhan lab. America's getting a little bit close to Russia's back door, and Russia's saying, "Hey, fuck that." You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame them. That's way out into the continent, man. I don't want to fucking worry about Russia like that. But that's what our government's doing, people. That's what the Democratic government's doing. The Democratic Party, when they're in charge, that's what they do. This whole thing of this whole Ukrainian Russian thing is all started because of America, I believe. Our influence over there. Russia's not going to let America be on their back doorstep, just like we wouldn't let them be over here in Mexico like that. I don't think. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. I'm just buzzing. But no wonder the Russians hate us. They don't want that transgender shit fucking rolling over off their shores. It'd be like, Day of the Dead. They see this guy walk out of the water, and they're like, it's a transgender. And they say, take off running. Transgender pandemic started. That shit's funny. Anyway. Yeah, but don't worry about the Russians too much, people. Once Donald Trump gets in there, he's going to take care of it all, man. But yeah, Russia's I think we can take them easy, but they do have nuclear weapons, people, and those supersonic missiles I watched them shoot off. You see those things coming in from the atmosphere? Boom, boom. They're pretty cool. We'll have them soon too. We just haven't tried. It's not like we don't have the technology, but they just don't want us on their back doorstep. We're pushing our influence on people. We're pushing it on these other countries, man. They're not liking it. Getting too close to, a major power that doesn't like us. And I don't blame them for being mad at us. We just need to back off. Ukraine used to be part of Russia. Russia used to be right next door to Europe. It's not nothing new. Putin trying to roll into Europe is way different than trying to roll up into Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to. There's way bigger militaries over there in Europe that are way bigger than the Ukrainians, and Russia's having a problem doing that. So those other countries are pretty safe, I think. We're always pushing dominance on the world, and so are other countries like China, Russia. And sometimes you win an area, sometimes you don't. It's looking like the Ukrainians are going to go back to the Russians, honestly, and it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. That's why you got North and South Vietnam. You got same thing in Korea. You win some, you lose some, Sometimes you get half. But we need to back off on fucking, over in Ukraine, I think. That's my opinion. To make it out like it's going to be the end of the world. Hey, man, we can't stop every war. Land is taken in war. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say about it. It's long as it's not happening in our country, I'm good with it. The world over there has to change its ways, or they find their own way. Can't sit there and hold these countries by the hand and hope they'll find their way someday. They got to find their way. I mean, it is what it is. Excuse me. But anyway, this is Scott in a shot. I'm pretty buzzed right now, feeling pretty good. I better take a shot. It's kind of fun watching this kind of stuff, this shit on TV, but it's just so ridiculous. I've never seen so many children in government in my life. Every day on the news, it's just, I watch the news because I want to see if there's a volcano going off somewhere, to see interesting things. And anymore, it's just engulfed by everything's political. Our kids are political. Our animals are political. Everything's political anymore. It's really weird as far as I'm concerned. Here's a shot to no weirdness. But anyway, that's just the way it is. But watching these Democrats, man, they're children. I can't even believe they ever were running our country. I don't know how to say it any to where it's any less degrading. I'm trying to degrade them because I think they're so. But they're in a nutshell, they're just children that never grew up. You know what I mean? Their behavior is unbefitting and unbecoming of an adult. Holding the position that they hold in government. You're supposed to go in there and make people feel confident about us being safe and about being truthful with your people. It's almost like we're not a people no more. We're just a fucking number, and it don't even matter no more. It's always been like that for a long time, but it seems like it's just, it's just getting worse. That's life though. So all you do is be a winner. Let's get our kids through school. Let's get them educated. Let's keep the weirdness out. Let's keep the boys in the boys' bathroom, girls in the girls' bathroom. Take a shot. But yeah, but our government really weirds me out, man. I've never seen so many children. Now they're on TV all day long. Donald Trump didn't win by that much. Well, he won every fucking swing state. It's not really measured the number by the wins. It's by the territories that he won, and that's every swing state. He won. That we won the Senate and the House. That's the measure of loss, Democrats, and it's a big loss. You lost your famous blue wall I've been hearing about, for fucking ever. Like children. The blue wall. It's like, oh my God, stop it. We're not even Americans anymore, people. It's weird. These are these kind of Americans, and you got the real Americans, and you got all these other people that came here and don't want. Obviously, what else is it? Well, brainwashing our kids is what it is, and people being stupid. It's a little bit of everything. I want to hang out with Greg Gutfeld. Man, that guy cracks me up. Greg Gutfeld. I'd like to hang out with that cat. It's cool hanging out with motherfuckers that, excuse my language, with guys that are smart, intelligent, real people. You know what I mean? That Gutfeld, it's a smart cat. He's funny as heck. I like laughing, so I'd be laughing all night with that guy. So anyway, this is Scott in the Shot, and I'm out of here for the night. You guys have a good night. Don't take everything too serious.